Welcome back to the Sunday Night Sports Blitz. Tonight's spotlight story comes courtesy of District 15A.
That's right, John, where a district rivalry added a new dimension this year. A battle of district foes became a battle of brothers. Emma Kate Few has the story.
They're 6.5 years apart, but they are best friends, and they've always been best friends. And they're very, very close. They talk every day.
Best friends and brothers. But on Friday, November 20th, Jason and Coy Brotherton put those family ties to the test, leading two district rivals on opposing sidelines. And while coaching against each other is nothing new for the Brotherton brothers, this night was special.
You know, obviously we've played against each other before where I was assistant coach, and this is the first time that it's been head coach versus head coach. So
I know my parents are a nervous wreck. They don't want him to know so much that they love me more, so they're trying to be neutral.
After the game's over with, they'll probably have a different view of it. They'll probably come out and hug and shake hands, and it'll all be over with. But it's a war right now. They're fixing to go to war, and that's the way they look at it.
I mean, I'm just dreading the whole game. I just want it to be over. If I could just end in a tie, I'd be happy.
High school football coaching is in the Brothertons' blood. Their father, Bob, served as head coach of the Houghton Buccaneers for 33 years. It comes as no surprise that both Brotherton boys are now following in his footsteps, coaching 5A programs in Northwest Louisiana.
Well, to be honest with you, I tried to talk both of them out of following into my footsteps. I really did.
When you grow up as a coach's kid, it's just kind of what you do. Like if you asked me, what else would you do if you didn't do what you do, I have no idea what else I would do.
Growing up, I had him to look up to, and just love sports. Always was playing sports. Always wanted to, get into coaching if the playing days ended. So I've always knew that's kind of what I wanted to do. And
so Friday night lights in the fall just feel like home for this family. But the emotions of tonight were special. Little brother and big brother doing what they love in front of the head ball coach they looked up to their whole lives.
Now before the game, there was a moment I told everybody where, I looked down here and Coy's got his team down here, I got my team down there. That was kind of emotional. That's my little brother, and to see him lead a team out here the same night I was leading my team out here, that's a big deal.
And I won't lie, it was a little bit more emotional, probably than I thought it would be before the game. Seeing him across the sideline, but when that game started, you kind of forget about those things, and for 48 minutes on the clock, you don't really think about him being across the sideline, and I was kind of proud of him to be over there, go see him after the game and congratulate him on a 6-1 season. And
then we love football. It's part of our life. They grew up on this sideline all their lives. So, we're proud of both of them. And it's kind of neat. It really is.
It is.
For NBC6 Sports, I'm Emma Kate Few.